Welcome to Synthetic Oil Protection. I'm your host Eben, and today we're here just relaxing. We're going to be talking about fuel systems and everything else. We're going to be talking about direct injection as well. So if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. But I need some help from someone. I don't know where he is. Jeff!
Eben!
Hey, how's it going, Jeff? Good to see you.
What's happening?
Boom.
All
So we
right.
got some tools. We'll be talking about this a little later.
All sorts of tools.
You can come over a little bit more, Jeff.
Ooh.
There you go. Well,
Sparkle,
beautiful.
sparkle.
Awesome. Perfect. So how was your day today?
Today was fantastic. We stayed really busy. I got a new guy starting tomorrow,
Nice.
so we're starting to ramp up. Hopefully we keep this pace going on. We're getting lots of cars fixed. We're trucking. Summer's here. We're doing a lot of AC jobs, a lot of cooling systems, water pumps, radiators, hoses. Doing some good maintenance. We've been doing a lot of AMSOIL.
Wow.
A lot of AMSOIL. I've had within the last 3 weeks, I've had some huge orders.
Wow.
In the last 3 weeks. So it's definitely cranking out. And
Are the people happy?
Oh, we did. I sent even a video about a ride along. Did you like the ride along
I'll
with the
stick
Raptor?
that in this video.
Heck yeah!
Check out the ride along right here.
That's right. I put I did an Eben style video. The guy actually had a concern about shift quality, and so that's why I went into talking about it being like butter, because you know what, the guy was truly amazed. That's actually the first time I've done the after customer test drive.
I like that.
Eben does it all the time, and
getting your toes wet.
Welcome back to Synthetic Oil Protection. It's me, Jeff, again, and we have with us Gary. Hi, Gary. How you doing? We just did an AMSOIL Signature Series, the fuel efficient ATF and the Signature 5W30 with an AMSOIL filter. So we're ready to test this shit out, right?
Do it.
I'm gonna throw my seatbelt on because I'm only responsible in other people's cars and when I'm recording. All right, rock and roll. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna hook to the right. That's my test track, so to speak. I've gotten up to 110. You'll see how short it is because there's an S curve coming up. All right, let's see what we got. By the way, this is my first time. Oh my God, that shift!
I can feel it so much better.
Yes.
Love AMSOIL.
Yes. All right, so you're gonna go straight out to the boulder right there. You'll make a right. Oh, like as Eben would say, like butter.
Like butter.
Like butter. Ooh, that's too easy to win. It's only a V6. Makes me sad. Now, nothing to say against V6s. We're about to show you what the hell a V6 with 2 turbos can do. This is gonna be fun. Right, here we go. Scratch and snatch.
Smooth it is.
All right. Oh my God, these fucking shifts.
Oh,
These
man.
shifts. Holy shit. Ooh. All right, so we're gonna do one more test track. You're gonna keep going straight. This thing's smooth, man.
Yeah, it's definitely. Should have done a long time ago.
Well, I mean, you know, the owner before you didn't know better. They just didn't know better. How fast my favorite adult website will load. This is awesome.
I go straight or
You can go straight. All right, so that was our test drive. Look at him, tell him, did you like it?
Loved it.
Friggin' awesome. All right, so Synthetic Oil Protection signing off. Later. Important guy was awesome. It was a twin turbo Raptor 3.5 screaming truck.
Holy cow.
Lots of gears in that transmission. We hit it on
Wraps off shifts like a freaking.
man, dude, and it you didn't feel it. You didn't feel it. Like it just felt like it continued to accelerate. I mean, you could see that it was shift. You could feel just the subtlest thing, but he's like, no, this normally hits when it shifts. So update,
That's killer.
yeah, update
Now
on the
that
pilot.
was that the Signature Series fuel efficient?
No, oh wait, yeah, I'm sorry. Signature Series fuel efficient on that truck.
Awesome.
And
So that's the thinner formula that has less resistance, less parasitic drag, better gas mileage. Your bearings will last much longer.
Well, and the tolerances are much tighter in those transmissions, so
exactly.
You need that.
And for every 18 degrees hotter your fluid runs, it oxidizes twice as quick.
Right. You need to have some strong fluids.
Exactly. So today we're going to be talking about injection, right, Jeff?
Direct injection.
Direct injection. See, I need Jeff for this
yes.
stuff. I forget most of this stuff, but Jeff always helps me with all the technical stuff.
Let's get techie for a minute. So, about 12 years ago or so, I went to a diagnostics class at Chevrolet. The dealers will sometimes hold some classes so you can learn some extra stuff about their cars. And there was a Bosch injection representative there, and he was talking about direct injection fuel systems. Now, this is long before I've seen any of this. The only people that were messing with it at the time was Mazda, and there wasn't a whole lot out there, so we didn't really know about them, but they were talking about the fuel economy. And I was talking to a customer today who actually found us from the channel.
Wow.
We did his oil change on his Honda Pilot. What's going on, man?
Thanks for coming out to Jeff's garage. I really appreciate you, and it means so much for everyone to help out Jeff, because Jeff is doing so much for the channel. Thanks, Jeff.
Trying.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was a hell of a class, and some of the real techie stuff is, you know, if you have a direct injection car and it has an eco, what that eco does is it's got this thing that's called a stratified charge. Normally an injector, the only thing it controls is the pulse width, so how long the injector opens for, right? These can control pulse width and volume, so it can actually, on a D cell, do a slow mist of fuel, just enough to keep the cylinder hot, but not like a full-on explosion to push the cylinder down. It's not really an engine brake, it's just to keep things running, but it's 30% of the fuel it would normally be in any other circumstance. It's actually below the fuel level you need to idle the vehicle.
And that's direct injection.
That's direct injection. So because we're running with so little fuel, let's go back into the past. With what year Cadillac, sir?
1959 Cadillac DeVille.
1959 Cadillac DeVille. What size motors in that, sir?
6.4 liter, 390 cubic inch.
390 cubic inch, 4-barrel carburetor. So, our first modern fueling system was the carburetor. Carburetor's wonderful. The engine is a vacuum pump. As the piston goes down, the intake valve opens, it pulls air through, one piston at a time, right? So we're getting these pulses of air sucking in, it's shoving it out the exhaust. Well, basically what you have is you have a venturi, okay? It's the same principle. If you've ever taken a straw, and this is a paper straw, so this isn't gonna work as well. But if you blow across the straw, you get the fluid up and it sprays off. You can do that sometimes with the right straw. Okay, that's the Venturi effect, same concept. So the air flows over a little thingy in the carburetor, sprays fuel. So that fuel starts at the top and washes everything. It cleans everything on the way down. You pulled your intake manifold off, right?
Not yet, but we will.
Okay, well when we pull your intake manifold, I could pull a newer car's intake manifold and it's going to look dirtier than yours will.
Wow.
Because fuel is constantly washing those. Every time you run your car, that gasoline's cleaning. Gasoline cleans wonderfully, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it does. So we took that and then we changed from a carburetor to a throttle body. And the throttle body really wasn't too much more, throttle body injection. Throttle body injection wasn't much more than putting two very large nozzle injectors on a thing that looks like a carburetor, but it sprays electronically, not mechanically. Still used less fuel than a carburetor, but still used a lot of fuel. Went from there to port fuel injection. Port fuel injection, we used to have a nice name for it. We called it spray and pray. How you do with a machine gun. So if you had a V8 with port fuel injection, it fired because the computer didn't have a whole lot of brains to it. It fires 4 cylinders at a time. So it'll go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Each time one cylinder fires. So it's literally always spraying gas into all the cylinders. They'll run rich. So they went from that to sequential port injection. That's our next phase.
Wow.
Sequential port injection is where each one goes off sequentially. So 1, 3, 5, 7, blah, 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 blah.
Is that what my C5 Corvette was?
Your C5 Corvette was sequential fuel injection. You actually have some nice Bosch injectors. Bosch, there's only a couple of companies that make like all the fuel injectors. Bosch is the main builder of fuel injectors.
Who makes the fuel injectors for an S-Class?
Bosch.
Wow.
100%. Bosch is a German company.
So German injectors are in LS1.
Yeah.
Wow.
The German injectors are. Open your hood of your 2000 Buick LeSabre 3.8 liter. Big, fat, nasty Bosch injector. Those things are freaking great too.
Those 3.8s are heavy.
Right? And they're bomb proof. That is something you could just beat the snot out of it.
Wow. Now, if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe.
Where's that
Tap
button?
the notification bell. Now, if you don't know this and you're new to the channel, Jeff is the master mechanic on the channel. He's a big deal. You see him in the weight room or in the gym or even at the same thing. Now, this is a part of Ebens July 4th giveaway. We got the 3 ratchets, we got the 1/2 inch, we got the 3/8, and we got the snap-on 1/4. These are all brand new tools.
Nice.
They're in new condition.
Clean and pristine.
So we're going to be giving all these away, and we also got the universal. We got the 1/4 universal, we got the 3/8 universal, and we got the 1/2 inch universal. So if you want these, go ahead and text me 702-472-3614. That's my cell phone. That's the way you get in for this one. Now this is a very special giveaway, July 4th.
Ooh.
And because of that, there's a special way you share the channel, which helps out the channel. So when you help the channel, what do? We help you back.
Yes.
And we're also going to be giving $300 gift cards away as well. So if you think the $800 in tools isn't enough, it's not. We're giving the other $300 bucks away. So we have to give. Because as we always say, the more you give, the better you live.
That's right.
And loving and giving makes life worth living.
We sound so fruitastic when we do that together.
You love that, Jeff?
It's like we're holding hands.
It's beautiful, and to see this blossom like a beautiful flower, getting inside the flower.
Yeah.
Once you do this with the channel, you're inside. You are a part of the community, and someone that wins something like this lives in you for the rest of the life. You can have a tool like this for 60, 70, 80, 100 years.
Easy.
And this is pro level stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, this even excites Jeff.
Yeah, you're not going to break that. Remember we did the bend test. I couldn't bend it at all.
We couldn't bend it a bit. And we actually did a whole video on the tools.
Yeah.
So just so you know why they're all here, and they're all the best ones I could find by Snap-on. And, to me, this is just the very beginning of the giveaways, and we got to give
I got
more.
some AMSOIL news.
Let's hear it, Jeff.
Yeah, so at Express Lube, we are going to be doing, you have to like our Facebook page, we're going to be doing Product of the Week. So on Monday, we always do our Facebook post every single day. Monday, we are going to feature a product. Your job is to come down to the shop and get that service done, and there will be a discount on the product.
I like
So,
that.
but you have to come down because I'm not allowed to say stuff, prices and stuff like that online. So
Everything's off limits, so we can't say numbers on here, but you can always text us.
Yeah.
We can send it to you privately.
Yep.
And Jeff is always available. Now, Jeff, how can they find you on Facebook?
Well, son of a gun. There's a couple of ways. First way is to look up Express Lube and Auto Repair, right? That's the easiest way, realistically. If you look up Jeff Lockett, you can look me up, or if you're on the Insta, in the Insta game, it's The Magic Mechanic, _magic_mechanic, and you'll find me.
And we have his link in the description section below, so if you're on a laptop or a desktop, you're going to see Show More. Click Show More, you'll see it down there. And if you are on a smartphone, good thinking, Jeff.
Whoa,
Jeff's on the ball.
Let's do this.
If you're on a smartphone, you're going to see a little teeny weeny down arrow. Whoop! You poke that down arrow, it opens the whole description section.
That's right. So here we are. We're going to come over here, and we're going
Beautiful,
to...
Jeff. Show them up close.
We're going to unsubscribe. So we'll start at the beginning here. Tell me when we're good.
I'll hand hold it. We're good.
All right. So we're going to click on that subscribe button right there.
Yep.
Boom. And it's going to tell me I'm subscribed. Now I'm going to click over here on the notification bell.
Yep.
And I'm going to make sure that I get all
Notifications.
I want all the notifications.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, Jeff, go to last week's show here.
Yeah, there we go.
And go ahead and poke the little reverse down arrow. Let's show them where the description section is.
Let's find the description section.
Who are those silly guys?
Those silly guys. All right, so we are going to hit the description section below.
So that's the comment section.
Boom, okay.
Just go back one. You should find the description section.
And
oh, it's that
down
little
there.
side arrow.
There we
so
go.
There's today Jeff and I, You'll see Jeff Lockett. That's his link. That's Jeff's AMSOIL link. So if you want to give Jeff the credit, you got Jeff's address of his shop. And then there's Jeff on IG, and that's his Magic Mechanic right there.
Hell yeah.
Beautiful, Jeff.
So it was just like it was last week, even.
It was.
It was last
Felt
week.
like 2 seconds ago.
I know, but I haven't seen you in years.
I know. 20, 30 years, Jeff.
So I was actually pulling out to also show you a picture. If you are on the Magic Mechanic Insta game, you got to see some funny head injuries. So what I think is funny and what other people think is funny is different. So this is the scratch.
Jesus Christ, Jeff.
So we got ourselves a little biff.
Got your can busted open.
Oh yeah, but it looked better the other day.
Oh my God.
It just,
Look at that.
oh my goodness.
Hold it up a little higher, Jeff. Look at that grin. Looks like the devil. You look like the damn devil, Jeff.
I'm mildly possessed. I mean, it's okay though. Yeah, it kind of takes a lot to knock me out. I mean, just that.
You didn't get knocked out.
No, that was just a scratch. Wow. That was just a mere scratch. So, we've discussed all the fuel injection systems, and we are down to the last. The newest and the oldest. The beginning and the end, the Alpha, the Omega. So when they first made diesel engines, the only way to get the diesel to ignite correctly was to inject the fuel directly into the cylinder as it hit the top of the compression stroke. And that's what causes diesel to ignite.
Wow.
It sprays the fuel in right before it hits top dead center. As soon as it hits top dead center, all that heat and pressure cause the diesel fuel to ignite and go downward. So diesel doesn't need a spark plug, it ignites itself.
Wow.
Well, in order to inject into a cylinder under really high pressure, you have to have a very high pressure pump. And with diesels, they had a high pressure pump. It's basically run by the timing chain. So diesels did direct injection. Now we took it even further with gasoline. We did it for fuel economy. So it is similar to the diesel system, but different. These injectors are huge. They're like $800 a pop. They're not cheap. The fuel systems on these are very, very delicate. So let's talk about our maintenance of our fuel system first.
All right.
We've got two products that we use. We've got our AMSOIL Performance Improver, and we have the upper cylinder lubricant. The Performance Improver is fantastic. It keeps your fuel system clean. It keeps your lines clean, the inside of your injectors. Now, in your direct injection cars, it is not going to clean your valves. It can't. It's not
You know what,
spraying
Jeff?
fuel.
Everyone always asks me, they go, you know, what you just put in that car isn't going to clean anything. And this and that. Well, sure, it's going to clean a lot of stuff, but it can't clean certain parts.
Right.
So explain to them, Jeff, the parts that it won't clean.
Okay, so depending on what fuel system you have, so let's say if you have a carbureted system, your performance improver is going to start at the carburetor and touch every piece of metal on the way in. So it's going to clean your intake, it's going to clean your valves, tops of your pistons, piston rings, all the fun stuff, right? The further we go down, the less it touches, but the more delicate the fuel system is, because as we get further down, the nozzle size of the spray is even finer. So smaller amounts of silt in your fuel is going to clog it up. So now that we get down to the direct injection system, you are having to keep a system clean that has, first off, a very, very, very tight tolerance at the end of that injector. Also, operates under very high pressure. It has two fuel pumps you're protecting.
Wow.
It has a low pressure and a high pressure pump. I mean, there's a lot of shit going on here.
That is a lot.
It's not your daddy's Cadillac that's got a carburetor.
So you're saying, Jeff, on a cute little Mickey Mouse 2018 Honda Fit?
Yeah.
That
Oh yeah.
Earth Dreams
The one that says
technology.
DIG or
That little
DIJ.
1.5.
Yeah, the little digi.
That little it makes all that ticking noise.
Yep.
So that has two fuel pumps.
That has two fuel pumps.
Wow.
And there are high pressure and low pressure fuel sensors. The pumps have a computer that runs them. There's a driver. I mean, these fuel systems are high tech. You're not dropping your gas tank and putting a fuel pump. So there's some fuel pumps that when you're done replacing it, you have to hook up the scanner and program that fucker.
Holy shit.
So, I mean, we're talking thousands and thousands of dollars in repairs for a fuel pump. Or, what's our option even? What could we do?
Keep it clean.
Well, let's just keep it clean. Well, shit, for for you know, maybe a cup of coffee a week, I think you can keep your injectors clean.
The price of a cup of coffee,
Yeah, the upper cylinder.
Yeah, so just run the upper cylinder every full tank of gas, and you get about 2 miles a gallon better average with a Honda Fit.
Yeah.
On a Ford Expedition, we were tapping 0.9 average.
That ain't
and
bad.
On a Ford product, that's like saving the world, Jeff.
Oh my God! I did a
Ford product.
I did another PI in the Corolla because it needed another PI. First off, it's getting quieter. Like literally, the car is fixing itself. It is willing itself better.
Wow.
And I know, guys, I'm not lying to you. I promise you. And when it finally does fail, I will take it apart and show you that there was damage on the inside. Okay, I'm not telling you it's bulletproof, but at least the rings are unlocking.
That's beautiful, Jeff.
So
Jeff, I was going to ask.
yeah, please.
What was the fuel mileage difference on your car when you did the PI?
Oh my God! So I did nothing but in-town driving, like zero highway. I got 325 miles to the tank. Now, first time I used PI and I did highway, I got like 390, right?
Yeah.
It was some crazy number. In town, normally any car in town doesn't matter.
Horrible.
I'm doing Boulder Station to my shop. That's how far I drive back and forth. That's it.
Just nothing.
Except for one trip here and back. That was it.
All right.
So to get 320 miles on that tank, normally I get about 250. I went 3 weeks without fueling up. It was fucking awesome. Yeah, it was
You
nice.
got 50 more miles on the tank.
Yeah. No, 70. 70 more miles on the tank. And just putter and
Now,
drive.
but you had a well-used car, so they can expect a sizable difference with a car with over 100,000 miles.
I got 120K.
Pretty respectable.
Look here, the PI's got some really freaking amazing properties. They have a substance in there called naphtha. Naphtha is something that we use out in the oil fields to keep the oil moving, and it's something that you get right off the top.
Wow.
It's very powerful. That's right, Wayne. That's right. I'm talking about the MF in oil fields.
The MF?
MF in oil fields.
Well, good. Somebody should be.
All right. So, naphtha is a wonderful fuel stabilizer. It burns well, and I'm telling you, the PI is the first product I've ever put in my tank that I felt the difference. And I used to use, I had a car where my old Ford Escort Mario Andretti GT, every tank of fuel I put 105 octane booster in. Yeah. I fried that fucking car, dude. Like I literally cooked it.
Now we gotta tell people, without Ford product,
That's right.
God bless Ford product. If it didn't exist, about 1/3 of all mechanic shops wouldn't exist, right, John?
There's a couple of good doozies out there. Yeah, there's.
Give them your favorite Ford joke, Jeff.
Oh, my favorite. I don't have Ford jokes.
No?
I don't have manufacturing. I can't make.
You know
fun
what the
of-
best part of Ford product is? It comes from the factory with the problem already circled. The oval. I love
See-
that. That's my favorite.
See, I have to be. I feel like I'm a referee. I'm a neutral party because I have to fix all vehicles.
Jeff, there's nothing wrong with Ford product. The trucks are great.
Yeah.
When you get one of those $106,000 Platinum King Ranch F350 Super Duty extended cab with the skylight sunroof, Jeff, and you do a tune on that sucker with the Gale Banks Ram Air diff cover,
Good
all
job, man.
AMSOIL fluids,
Good job, man.
and you're making 1309 all wheel. That, Jeff, is like that's a high into itself.
That's a magical experience right
Yeah,
there.
it's almost 150K, but I tell you what, you can spin all 4 tires, Jeff, make your ears bleed.
Yeah. Yeah. So we got something we got to play with. What's our time looking like?
Let's do it.
Well, I don't
I'll
have
take
it
a look.
yet.
Let's take a look. See what
We're
we
gonna
got.
have to do a video. I got a drone with an HD camera that will follow you.
Beautiful,
So I'm thinking
Jeff.
About like hovering
We got
it over
10
the-
minutes, Jeff.
Beautiful. Thinking about hovering it over the Mustang while I'm doing burnouts.
I tell you
Just
what,
film it.
this is genius. I
We're
like
gonna,
that.
We're gonna have
Jeff.
some. We're gonna have some fun with this drone. We're gonna figure out how to use it, and it's gonna be incorporated on the channel.
I love it.
So your direct injection car. One of the other big issues that they're having is carbon buildup on the valve because it's directly injecting, so it's not going inside. Because fuel isn't touching the valves or anything, the intake ports, nothing. So that's where our power foam comes in.
Aha!
Power foam is one of our favorite things. Every time somebody comes and I ask them, how they found out about us, so I try to ask everybody, how they found us. It's important to know. And they say from the channel, and I ask them what their favorite videos are, and most people say the power foam videos. They love, because the power foam's fun to do.
It is a blast, Jeff. You know what? It's almost been too long since we've done one.
Oh, I know. Shoots. I have to get some foam up in this mug. I have to get some foam going.
Yeah.
So yeah, that power foam is going to break down the carbon on the valves. Of course. Power foam will break down the carbon on the valves. It will also keep the top end of the cylinders lubricated. There will be more carbon on the tops of the pistons because there's a lot less fuel. So because there's less fuel going in on there, there's less fuel cleaning. Your job is to clean it. And finally, one of the manufacturers sanctioned fuel injection service. All the manufacturers, you don't need fuel system cleaning, blah, 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 right? Always putting that out there. Every freaking dealership I know of recommends a fuel system cleaning. The manuals and the maintenance and all that kind of stuff, they're going to say, oh no, it never needs clean. So it's one of those funny things. Finally, Chrysler with the direct injection engine, they were having problem with carbon buildup on the valve and said every 30,000 miles, you must do a full induction system cleaning. So,
I like it.
Boom shakalaka.
You know what else we're going to be doing soon? We're going to be doing a cute little Jeep Renegade. We're going to do a transmission fluid change on one. We got Katie coming back on the channel.
All right.
We did an engine flush in her car. We'll put that video right up here in the corner. She's real cute, and she loves the AMSOIL. She was over at Jeff's garage, and we'll be doing her transmission. So we'll see how that little booger shifts. I think that's a 9-speed, Jeff.
Is it?
I think that's silly little Jeep, Jeff. That sucker, I think, is a 9-speed.
Sure it's not CVT?
I don't know.
We'll find out.
No, Jeff, I think I looked it up. I was perplexed. I was caught with time, Jeff.
You're like,
Like freaking, what's that cotton time run to the hills, freaking, that freaking rock one. I forget the name of that.
Which one?
Iron Maiden.
Oh, yes.
Caught somewhere and died. I'm sitting there, I'm looking at it, Jeff. I'm like completely glazed over. I was completely out of my mind. I'm looking at a 4-cylinder, Jeff, that even makes 200 horsepower. And it has a 9-speed transmission. That's priceless.
Gotta get look, if you can't put power, at least give it different gears. The ninth speed is so it can hit 75. I'm just kidding. They go much faster than 75.
I tell you what, that little booger goes quick.
You know those little Jeep Renegades, when you go to do it, look at the VIN number on that car.
All right.
Some of the Renegades are like hybrid Fiat cars. Yeah, they've got Fiat parts in it. Yeah, there's some stuff going on there with them Jeeps. Some crazy stuff.
I love Chrysler and Jeep product. They're some of the highest profitability product on the road. And amazing what they're doing with the Chargers, the Challengers. They really run good. And we got Hamlet. Hamlet's a new dealer on the channel.
Nice.
He's part of the team now, and he's been helping out tremendously. And we did he's got this murderish scat pack with a Whipple supercharger.
Oh shit!
And we've been ragdolling it. He's loving the car, and it's the longest lasted build I've ever heard from anybody. Everyone that I know, they always wreck their engines and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's still running good. So amazing to see him and how good his car is doing. So if you want to check that video out, check out that engine flush up there in the corner. So Jeff, any other questions they might have? What else they might want to know about their car?
Well, I mean, it's pretty simple. It's cheap enough to keep your fuel injection system clean. If you have any questions about your fuel system or what to do or maintenance specific stuff that we didn't cover while talking, you can get a hold of me. All right. Let's get a hold of me anytime.
Yeah.
I'll give you the back line. The back line is 702-907-9227. You can text me anytime. I will answer as soon as I see it, I promise. If you want to call me and yak at me with the shop, 702-433-5823. Give us a holler. I might not have all the time in the world, but I definitely will talk to you. And if you need questions answered, I will take care of that for you. So, and if you just want to come straight down, no big deal. Come down, see me. We'll talk about some product. we'll do a nice magic trick for you,
Yes.
something like that, right? A little
And
bit
Jeff is a real person. A lot of people,
Yeah.
they come by the shop and they say, is that guy Eben, is he real? And of course, you can even call me.
Yes.
And I
How are we
actually,
gonna get a hold of you?
You're going to call me, you're going to text me, 702-472-3614. You can call or text me anytime, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. You're sitting there thinking to yourself, mulling over things. You're looking at the screen, thinking about buying AMSOIL. You're thinking, what happens if?
If. What?
If. Well, don't just guess. Call me. I'll tell you
No.
what's going to happen. If you put AMSOIL in your car, you want to know what's going to happen? You're going to get better gas mileage.
Your car's gonna run cooler.
It's going to run cooler.
You're gonna feel more power. More power.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to change your life. And it's changed mine ever since the first day I put it in my C5 Corvette. It was like watching the Mona Lisa be painted in person.
That's right.
Whether I'd want to see that or not, Jeff, I don't know.
Slow and MF and painful.
But I tell you what, though, the Mona Lisa, she is beautiful. You like that, Jeff? Isn't that good?
Yeah,
We gotta be silly sometimes.
We do.
But we really care about what we do, and I take care of everybody. You know, we always get back to you no matter what. And Jeff, he's blossomed like the most intricate desert wildflower of Nevada. He is so pure, so clean, so untouchable. And
I'm like a honeysuckle in the desert.
he's like a cactus hugger, but you don't it's got no skewers on it, so Jeff's huggable. That's the best.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm not going to be skewered
I'm
by
like
any.
a big teddy bear.
Exactly. So Jeff's just truly sensational. I think how many cars do you think we serviced at Express Lube now? 100, 200?
Yeah, probably a couple hundred by now, at
now?
least.
Yeah. Probably a couple hundred oil changes, probably about 100 transmission fluids.
How many magic tricks?
Thousands.
Yeah, thousands of magic tricks. I mean, thousands and thousands.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys got to understand, as a magician, every magician needs a stage. You know, Eben worked down on Fremont Street. That was his stage. That's his experience. I'll tell you what, my shop is the best stage in the world. I used to talk to my magician friends, and I would say, guys, I feel so, sad that I don't have a place to perform, and you guys do. You know, Shocker goes and he's got all his gigs that he does, and Rick Maisel, he gets in washing machines and stuff, and I'm like, I never get to practice.
Thank you, Rick.
Then I thought about it. I screw off every single day at my shop with cards and coins. Of course I get to practice.
It's genius, Jeff. I love that. So yeah, so
And
that's
we still get the job done.
And I almost forgot. Remember to comment within the first 30 minutes of this video.
Yes.
And you will be in the running for Eben's end of month giveaway coming up June 27th.
And if you don't comment within the first 30 minutes of this video, remember for the next one.
Exactly.
Right. This is not the end.
You're right, Jeff. Thank you for bringing that to light. I that slipped my mind last time, and Jeff caught me. He's like,
we're on it.
he's the perfect spotter. So I'm like a
Got you,
tumbler.
bro.
I'm a tumbler in the circus, flipping 16, 20 times. If I fall, Jeff's got me.
Fucking splat right in my arms. Got you, Eben. Got you.
So yeah, so what else, Jeff? Anything else we should tap into?
You know what? I think we covered it. It's a fairly small subject, but it's a serious thing for the new cars. So call us, click on the link below, whatever you got to do. Order yourself some upper cylinder. Try it for yourself. Yep. If you just want to get one bottle, order a bottle.
Yep.
Order a bottle, upper cylinder and PI, and just taste it.
Yep. And
In your car, don't drink it.
in the description section below, Jeff's link is there. If you want to support the Magic Mechanic, click on Jeff's link, and that will get you the wholesale pricing and the free shipping.
Holy shit.
The quarterly AMSOIL
Holy
magazine,
shit.
and then you get your PC points. So every purchase you make, it ends up giving you a discount off other products.
That's awesome.
So,
can you get swag?
What's that, Jeff?
Sweatshirts, hats, stickers, and shit like that?
Of course you
Oh
can.
my God, they got it. Yes.
Oh my God, Jeff, you caught me again.
Ah!
Oh my God. And
That's 2 for 2.
It is. And if you want a synthetic oil protection baseball hat,
Hell yeah.
the wetter, the better.
Yes.
We got the hat for you. So let me know. I got the Square Card reader. I'll text you or I'll email you an invoice. The cost on the hat is $8. And I'm leaving anything beyond the $8 to tip. So if you want to support the channel with any nomination, you've been watching the channel for years, We've given you $6,000, $7,000, $10,000 in value. If you want to tip 10,000 bucks, you're entitled to. If you're tight on money, you lost your job, but you want to be a part of the channel and you're down and out, you can still get a hat and I'll send you one for $8.
There you go.
I leave it up to everybody.
Awesome.
To me, it's all donation based, but I didn't buy a lot of hats. So like if I would have bought a lot of them, it would have been like only, you know, $5 a hat, but I bought a limited amount, so it ended up costing $8. But next time around when I get more, there'll be less, but you know, we love for you being a part of the channel.
Absolutely.
So what do you say, Jeff? We do a little cheers to, or should we give him a little magic?
What do we got?
Yeah, we'll just cheers to a little protection.
let's
You got to
do
come
it.
back next week to see magic.
Yes, I'll bring.
All right.
I'll bring some new material. Ready?
Cheers.
Cheers.
To protection, protection, protection.
Are you guys looking for a tip?
Yeah.
I got a tip for you right here.
I'll give you a tip.
There you go.
All right.
That's adorable.
You got your tip. I got the bat.
That's adorable. Anthony, say something to everyone before we close.
Something. What do you want me to say?
Just say a little bit of something.
A little bit of something and a lot of nothing. How about that?
I like it. Thanks, Anthony. We'll see you guys.
Sweet.
This is the strip in the background.